Welcome to Shelf Learner, educating myself with the books from my shelf. I hope this video finds you and your family blessed. This is going to be a special episode. Typically, I title my videos Synoptical Snacks, broccoli and Brussels sprouts for the brain. But in this video, we're going to take it to the next level, and we're going to call it Synoptical Supper, because we're going to add broth for the soul. If you're the type of person where you're getting sick and tired of the shallow thinking of our society, and you thirst and hunger for substance, well, this video is for you, so stick around. Welcome to the Shelf Learner, educating myself with the books from my shelf. Welcome to Shelf Learner, educating myself with the books from my shelf. In this video, we're going to cover several things. We're going to start off first with the Historathon 2026 first quarter wrap-up, talk about the books that I've read and the books I'm currently reading. Then we're going to go on to my TBR, some recommended books, and I have some exciting news for you regarding this generation. And we're going to finally close the video with a challenge that I hope that you aspire to complete, and look forward to hearing your comments at the end. Let's start off with Historathon 2026. It's been a real fun ride discussing the book of Genesis. Started off in the first video about the land of Eden being in East Africa, which was the beginning of civilization. Went on to the next book, which was the quest for Noah's Ark. Talked about how Noah's Ark has been confirmed on Mount Ararat. As a matter of fact, I got a t-shirt. It says Noah was conspiracy theorist, and then it rained. So I felt it was appropriate for the video. The third book that I read was regarding Table of Nations. We talked about the main character Nimrod, and a lot of scholars speculate that's Sargon the First. The next book we talked about was The African Origin of Civilization by Sheikh Anta Diop. Then we went on to Origin of the Hebrews by Douglas Petrovich, and he basically highlighted the key pharaohs from Joseph to the time of Moses. And he also talked about the one who took Moses out of the river. And then finally, in the last video, spoke about From Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Windsor. And it covers the migration of the people of the book from Babylon to Timbuktu, and I took it all the way to present. So now I'm currently reading a book. Actually, it's rereading because I read this before. It's World's Great Men of Color, Volume 1. And I also have World's Great Men of Color, Volume 2. And even though it says men, it's also women as well. A little bit about J. Rogers. He invested about 50 years of his life scouring books, not only in English, but in Arabic and French, languages that he taught himself, just to be able to get stories about historical figures that are either deleted from textbooks, or if they are in textbooks, they're skewed. To be able to highlight the African descent contribution to world history. Some of the highlights, he talks about Hatshepsut. And as I mentioned, Dr. Douglas Petrovich had mentioned that he identified Hatshepsut as being the one who took Moses out of the river. J. Rogers also talks about Hannibal. And Hannibal happened to be from Carthage, which was a Phoenician colony. Many of you know about him being one of the greatest military strategists in history. Another character was Alexander Dumas. I'm sure many of you heard of the Count of Monte Cristo and the Three Musketeers. Well, Alexander Dumas was basically getting inspiration from his dad, known as the Black Count. He was also one of the generals for Napoleon. Talks about Pushkin. Pushkin is kind of like the William Shakespeare as far as poetry and literature in Russian. And finally, Beethoven. He was also known as the Black Spaniard. But the book that I plan to read, well, actually it's two. They go hand in hand. It's about Generation Z. This is The Dumbest Generation. And the sequel is The Dumbest Generation Grows Up. I know these titles seem kind of discouraging, but I like to share some exciting news. Although Generation Z tends to get a lot of slack, there's some exciting news at the grassroots level. A lot of these people are waking up. They're getting tired of the shallow thinking of society, and they're starting to think critically. As a matter of fact, I came across a video, which I'll post in the playlist below, of this individual who happens to be 25. And I'm going to paraphrase what he said. Just as a disclaimer, a couple of the videos in the playlist, maybe some of the language might be a little bit offensive for some people, but I'm going to just kind of paraphrase into my own words, in my own style. But basically he says that there's 4 types of people in a community. The first type are the victor, growth mindset, mentality, people who have a strong work ethic, they contribute to society and make it a better place to live. He mentions that the second group consists of 10% of the population. The first group is 20% of the population. The second group is 10%. And these are the people who profit off of the people I'm going to mention. And regardless of demographic, regardless of political affiliation, whether it's Democrat, Republican, these people have the same intent, and that's to profit off these people I'm mentioning. The third group consists of 60% of the community, and these are the people who have a victim mentality. These people feel entitled, and they don't contribute to society. And finally, the fourth type of people he mentions, which is also 10%, is the extremists. Not only do they have a victim mentality, but these people have criminal elements, and they're like parasites to society. Well, I thought it was encouraging that there's a lot of people who have the work ethic, victor mentality, and they're coming out of the closet, so to speak, and they're standing up. You know, there's a saying that when good people do nothing, evil prevails. But fortunately, in this Generation Z, some courageous people are rising up, and they're saying, hey, we've had enough of this. So I like to leave this with you, a challenge, because it ties in with the title of the video and with this t-shirt, Ancient Wisdom for This Generation. There's a prophecy in ancient writings. They said that there's going to be a future generation that's going to be like the days of Noah. Back then, people did whatever they felt right in their own eyes, and consequently, there was this great flood. Well, it says in the ancient writing that there's going to be a time where people are going to be like the days of Noah, everyone doing what they feel is right in their own sight. But this time, they're not going to be destroyed by flood. They're going to be destroyed by fire. So I encourage you to get yourself some fireproof for you and your family. Number 1, get right with the Creator. There is a powerful verse in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. It says, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and heal their land. Get right with the Creator. Take care of your family. Get fit mentally, physically, and spiritually for His glory. Be the best version of yourself. I challenge you to check out the playlist below. Watch each and every one of the videos, whether it's in one setting or space it out, but watch all the videos. Do your research, read synoptically, ask critical questions, and draw your own conclusions. And of course, make it a great day.